What's happening, guys? We're gonna do a quick walkthrough with some of the deficiencies I found on this pre-close inspection here in Arizona. There's always things you're gonna find. So if you think you don't need an inspection, pre-close, pre-drywall, you know, your 11-month warranty, those are big ones, you know, because you're paying a lot of money. So here we go. Sarah's gonna follow me and I'm gonna show you a few things and even some questions you can ask, like I'm, not sure about. So here's my list. Here we go. So we're gonna come in, just little things like this. I mean, you gotta expect, you can see the trims missing up on the top. Everyone's gotta expect not everything's gonna be perfect. So just work with your builder and hopefully your builder works with you. So little things like that. But then when I open the cabinet under here, you can see there's a drain and water lines right there. So I'm not sure if that's just supposed to be roughed in or if he's supposed to have a sink here. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna ask him. So if there's supposed to be a sink, then we can write it up. If not, then it's not a big deal. But it's always good to know because you don't wanna miss that stuff and people think that you missed it. So let's follow me through here. All right, so this here, in every bedroom, we have 3 switches. One runs the lights up above here, and another switch, as you watch the fan, will turn on the fan and the light. And when you come down to this switch is dead. So this switch right here is not working the fan, the light, or any outlet. So what I'm thinking is they hook these up wrong and the fan and the light should be wired separate. So each switch runs each control of that. And right now it's running both. So you have to have the light on when you have the fan on.
Or typically you have a switch that runs the outlet, an outlet somewhere in the room, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of times there's an outlet, but generally an outlet that is ran by a switch, it'll be flipped upside down. So that's how you know. That's a good little tip. So when you see that outlet upside down, that means it's ran by a switch. So yeah, we got those going on. And if you come into the bathroom here, we got a little bit of marble they got to put up, or tile, probably tile they got to put up yet. But that's just, that's typical things. They're just trying to get done before closing. So, but if you come around the corner here, when I put in my little tester, it shouldn't light up all 3 lights like that. You can see they're all lit. And actually on the top of my tester, it doesn't even tell you what 3 lights are. So it's definitely something's going on there if it's grounded wrong or something's happening there on that outlet. And it's actually every outlet in every bathroom is actually like that. So it's always good to test these things. So then we're gonna come through here. Same thing, we're missing some tile up there, up above. And then over here by the outlet, once again, it's lighting up all 3 of my lights, which in simple terms is a So we're gonna round the corner here, and same thing with this room. The ceiling fan and light is ran by 1 switch. So they're gonna have to adjust that. And if you turn around up here, you can see, some of the duct grates up there aren't secured all the way. That's simple stuff, little things like that, don't get too crazy about. And then coming back here, stuff like appliances. I mean, obviously the owner's gonna know when he walks through that the microwave is in and the little refrigerator is in. But always, as an inspector, we just have to notate on that because if something gets hooked up wrong and something happens to it, it's in our report that it wasn't here, we didn't get to test it. So, little things like handles, more trim. That's typical stuff, but the electrical stuff is kind of, who's going to be testing that, right? So let's go to the kitchen. In the kitchen. So same thing, the double oven and microwave system here isn't in, so I'll just notate that it's not installed and I couldn't inspect it. Also the range and the dishwasher. So they must be having a hard time getting their appliances. You know, that happens. Down here, if you want to look down here, so right here, that's where the drain for the dishwasher would come up into this right here, that plumber's putty, because there's actually a plastic knockout plug that you got to knock that out if you want to hook up a dishwasher. So if you don't have a dishwasher, you don't knock that plug out. Anyway, they knocked the plug out and it's still in there. Oh, there, just probably chewed it up. But the knockout plug was in there and that's why it was really loud. And that just happens. I was a plumber for how long? You knock a plug out, you do all your stuff, and you kind of forget to fish it out of there. So, good thing to look for. All right. So, hood vent. So, let's see this. You always want to test your hood vents. We'll let that close. I don't think that's right. So I didn't even have to open that to know it was leaking. So once again, that would be a so that has to be all nice and sealed up and fixed. So now we're gonna go to the powder room. And that is right over here. And once again, I put my tester in and that outlet is failing. So they got something going on with these, the branch circuit for the bathrooms and the GFCIs. And this is a half bath, or powder room you call it. Half bath is a sink and a toilet. A 3/4 bath is a sink, toilet, and a shower. A full bath is a sink, toilet, and a bathtub. So you get that wrong a lot in listings. They'll say it's a 2 bath when actually it's a 1 and 1/3. So just for something for you to know. All right, so we're missing some, it looks like they're gonna be doing tile here. I don't know why they stopped the carpets. I'm assuming this is all gonna be tile. So, same thing with the ceiling fan. One switch is running both of them. So, I don't know about you, but when I go to bed and have the ceiling fan at night, I don't need the light on. You know? But they will leave a light on for you. So anyway, tub isn't installed yet, so I gotta notate that. So there's quite a bit of things that they didn't finish yet, and they're supposed to be closing pretty soon.
Yeah, closing on March 1st.
This one too, you can see it's just got the red light on, so that outlet also. And the tub and this GFCI here, there's no power to it, and when I go to reset it, it's not tripping. And I checked outside, and the breaker was fine. So something is definitely wonky with this branch circuit system there. So other than that, you know, I mean, it's typical things. I was gonna climb. I can't go up on the roof, but on the roof, the partially cut tiles I could reach. I could just pull them out of place, and those all need to be siliconed. And in Arizona, you can't walk up on the roof for a year, so I can't go up there and walk around. So I just always go where there is cut tiles in place, and I reach, grab a few, and if they pull out of place, or if I see they're not silicone, they need to be silicone because you can just slide them out. So that was another thing I found outside. Otherwise, outside was pretty clean. And yeah, so this one's getting close for them. We're just wrapping up here, and this will be one of our first videos. We should have done this a long time ago. I've ran into lots of cool and weird things over the years. But like, subscribe, follow A2Z Home Inspections. We're on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. We're all over the place. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.